Now, if you clicked on this video, you probably love the Arkham games like I do, and I'm here to give you a opinion on all of them from my point of view. And if you like this video, like and subscribe for my second video. This is my first video, and I'm not gonna say anything bad about Arkham Asylum now. I love the game, but if I had to rank all the Arkham games, I would rank the probably Origins at first, which I know a lot of people won't agree with, and a lot of people shit on Arkham Origins, but I think it's a really good game. And then it goes Origins, Arkham Knight, Arkham City, and Arkham Asylum. Now, I did put Arkham Asylum at the bottom, and I'm going to get into all these games in this video, but that was my ranking. I don't think Arkham Asylum is a bad game, and let's get into why. Arkham Asylum is, I think, like over a decade old now. I I just don't see it aging. Like it's just a game that like you could put a new player in. Like they don't even have to know Batman, and I think they would find it enjoyable. Like everybody likes a challenge, so it's not too easy. It's like a more of a puzzle game. I think Asylum has the least amount of combat out of all of the Arkham games, but I think that's a good thing because you didn't want to like dive people straight into like mechanics of like combat. Like you just want to give them a taste for like the next game, which would be City. So I think the free when they introduced the free flow combat in Asylum, I think they did a really good job of getting players excited for the next game. I think they really did a good job with that, introducing the combat. But I think Arkham Asylum was a game better known for its puzzles and its storyline and all that. I don't think it was. I mean, everybody loves the free flow combat that it introduced, but and it did pave the way for a lot of other new combat games. But I don't know. I think in my perspective, I think it was more about the story. And I think they did a really good job. I would have to give Arkham Asylum my number 4 spot out of all the Arkham games, and it's if I had to rank it through 10, it would probably be 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. And that's how you know I'm like not just shitting on the game. I actually love it. And now moving on to Arkham City. Arkham City came out, I don't know how many years after Asylum, but I mean, I think it was a few years after Asylum. And obviously improved on graphics and the way the game looks. I think the game looks way better on City. Obviously, the map's bigger. I think the combat's a little bit smoother, to be honest with you, in City. The one thing I don't like is the gliding in City because they did give you a larger map and you can't use like the accelerated grapple like you do in Night. Which I mean that's what they did fix in Night, but you're not able to do that in City when they gave you this huge big map to fly around. Overall story, it absolutely it like this actually like blew me away. The story's incredible. The way things connected with the tiger and security and Hugo Strange controlling all of that, I think that was a really good aspect of the game. I think that really made me love that game even more. And I was excited to see a good boss fight between Ra's al Ghul and Batman. The combat was obviously a lot better than Asylum. They obviously improved on a lot of things. Yeah, for that reason, I'm gonna give it a 9.2. It gets a step up from Asylum because obviously they try to make their games better and better. And now, after City came Origins. And now, a lot of people didn't like Origins. I don't know. I didn't not like the way they showed the game off, like the graphics. I think it looked nice, but it did look worse than City, even though it came out after City. So I don't know. I was confused why they didn't make it look as good. But it explained the origin story of Batman really well. I like a lot of well, I do like the combat, but I did notice the combat was a bit slower in Origins. Like the way you punch to people, like you punch across the room, you glide tackle this guy. The combat just felt a lot slower. That was like weird because City, I thought they were just like improving the combat from Asylum to City to Origins. You know, like obviously it's Origins is supposed to be set like the origin story of Batman, but maybe that's why they made him a bit slower, but he was supposed to be, like, people portrayed him as more brutal in Origins, so I don't know why he wouldn't be quicker to fight enemies, but it wasn't bad. The combat wasn't bad or anything. I'm not shitting on it, but that's just my opinion on it. But the story is incredible. The boss fights, people say Origins, and I agree with everybody's other, like, the Arkham community's opinion on Origins, or most of the Arkham community's opinion on Origins. They say that it has like the best boss fights out of the Arkham series, and I completely agree. And I think Deathstroke. I played Origins many times on hard mode recently, and Deathstroke is like the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, which like in a video game. But everything conjoins really well. I like how they really put everything together. I did have a problem with how they like put in the Mad Hatter. I mean, I didn't have a problem with it, but it's just kind of strange. I didn't read any of the comics, so I'm probably gonna sound like an idiot, but I just don't know where he fit in from. And this is the origin story, but I guess he's just a crazy like lunatic that like thought he was like the Mad Hatter and all that. But I don't know how that ties into Batman and all that. But I did like it. I did do the side mission in Origins, but that's what I thought about that. I'm gonna have to give Origins a 9.1 because it was better than Asylum, but I don't think it was better than City in most cases. Last but not least, because I do have a new Arkham Shadow coming out, and I'll get on that in a little bit. If you guys are enjoying the video, make sure you guys subscribe and like the video. I'm trying to hit 100 subs, maybe before Christmas. I know I just started this channel, but I feel like I'm gonna put a lot of effort into these videos, and I'm gonna make a lot more Easter eggs on Shadow, a lot more videos on Shadow. I mean, like, I'm gonna dive really deep into Shadow, and I knew I'm a new Arkham YouTuber, but I think I know a lot about Batman's lore and all that, so I'm excited to share my opinions with you guys. So moving on to Arkham Knight, I can't say it enough, and I know a lot of other Arkham fans can't say it enough either. The graphics could literally, like, you could literally release this game today, and people would be blown away still. Like, the graphics are crazy. You know, the first time I saw it, I was amazed. I was amazed by the graphics. And now we got that out of the way, the graphics. The combat, like, this is where Batman, like really, really feels like Batman. Not that he doesn't in the other Arkham games, but he is really getting down combos in this game. They put a lot of content into this game. Like, there's a lot of fucking critical combos that he, like, kicks people up in the air and then punches them down. Like, best combat out of any Arkham game. Let me get into the story part. I think Arkham Knight I might be, like, this is just my opinion and people might flame me for this, but I really do think that City had a better story than, like, City and Asylum had a better story than Knight. I didn't really like the way that they just put Scarecrow on top. Like, he was just running this show all of a sudden. He's always been, like, not a side mission, but, like, he's always never been, like, big villain. You know what I mean? I don't know, that's just my opinion, but he's never just been... I'm not saying the story was bad in Arkham Knight in any way possible. I loved it so much, and I think they really did a good job creating Scarecrow as, like, the big bad in that game, but I just don't think he was portrayed as one of the, like, upcoming big bads in all the other games. And I don't know how he survived getting tackled down to the water by Killer Croc in Asylum. I guess there's another lore piece that I'm missing. Yeah, so for that, the story's good. I'm gonna have to give Arkham Knight probably a 9.3. All the Arkham games are amazing. I would love to share more opinions with you guys. I love to talk to the Arkham community. I'm in a lot of Discord chats. I'm excited to start this channel off with a decent video on my opinions on all the Arkham games. I'll post something in the near future after this video on Arkham Shadow. I'm going to be live streaming Batman Arkham Shadow exactly like the time it comes out. We don't even have a date yet, but when it comes out, when pre-orders are available, I'm going to be pre-ordering it and immediately streaming it to Twitch. I'm probably going to play the whole game on one live, and then I'll make a video on it and review it and share my thoughts and opinions and everything. I'm beyond excited for Shadow, and I'm lucky enough to have a Quest 3 already. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any thoughts on any of the Arkham games, you guys can chat up in the comments below, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. See you later.